Alright, this video is going to teach you on how to align the print head. So what happens sometimes when you replace the print head, you have labels when you go to print out. They look something like this, where there's no ink on here. So what happened is your print head is out of alignment. Your actually Platen Roller and your print head aren't synced up together. So we're going to teach you how to do this. So the first step is to make sure, is the default step, to make sure that your levelers are right in the middle. They should be pointing right to the middle, and that your cam shaft is completely clockwise. Once you've done that, if you're still having this problem, then what happens is we're going to have to teach you how to do this. So the first thing that you want to do is to do this test, we got to slow the printer down so you can do some adequate testing on this. So if you go up under the menu, actually let me go back to from the menu screen. If you hit menu and you go down to print control, once you get to print control, the setting right below heat is going to be print speed. So it's currently set at 8. It might be different at your site, but what we want to do is we want to go down to 2, and we want to set it to 2. And the reason we're setting this thing down to 2 is you're going to be printing out probably 10 to 20 labels, and you just want it to go slow as possible so you don't have a whole flood of labels, wasted labels on the ground. So once that's set, we exit out of the system, save the changes. So you want to go and hit the test button right here, and the first item is going to be print quality labels. Now you guys probably already do this in the field too to test quality. So we want to hit test, and what we want to do is we want to do about, let's say 20 test labels, 22, whatever. So before you hit enter to start spilling out all these labels, we have to get the print head ready to do this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to notice these 2 screws on the top. These are kind of the holding screws for the print head, not for the print head, but for the adjustment. So you just want to break these loose. You don't want to have to turn them too much, but just back them off, maybe half a turn, just to break them loose. What this is going to let you do is it's going to let you adjust your print head. So I've just done half a turn on that. So the adjustments come through the front. If you see these 2 on the front right here, these are your adjustment screws. Now what you do is you move these in and out, and it moves the print head on top of the Platen Roller, and what we're trying to do is get dead center on the top. So once you start, you've got your printer over here queued up with 20. Once you start over here and you hit enter, what we're wanting to do is we're wanting to adjust this 1 screw at a time on each side until you start seeing improvement, quality improvement on the printer. So let's go ahead and hit enter. So this is going to start printing out. And what you want to do is you want to start turning this, let's say half a turn. Let's say this is half a turn. Well, that's not doing anything. So let's go ahead and do it again. Turn. Let's turn it again. We'll do a full turn this time. He's still not doing anything. Now obviously we went 3 turns and we haven't seen any improvement whatsoever. So what this tells me is that we're going the wrong direction. So now let's start backing it off. Let's go back to the full 2 turns that we've done. So obviously we ran out. So we're going to do another 20 batch. So we're going backwards. Oh, see, now it's starting to fade in. So now you want to keep going back out. Adjust each side until you start seeing where you get real good quality labels. Now if you keep going this direction, let's say go a whole nother turn on each side, and what I'm doing is I'm kind of going backwards just to prove a point, to show that, see, it's starting to get faded again. So now you know you went too far. Let's go ahead and print another batch of 20. So we're going back to rotation. Right here, one. You start seeing it's looking pretty good on that side. And you'll start hearing it. It'll start sounding loud when you get good quality print on it. And so once you set from that, and you know you're good, you want to go back up here and retighten these holding screws. Retighten the holding screws, and that'll lock it in. That way this won't play over time. It'll keep it held. So let's go and do another print. Well, I'm going to do 20. I'll set it down to say 5 just to make sure. I'm going to print out 5 more. Okay. So now that we've locked it down, the quality still looks good. So what we want to do is we want to go back to the menu, and you've got to go back and set your print speed. Obviously print control, and you want to do your print speed back to 8, or if you're going faster your side, I think they're all set to 8. You hit enter and hit exit, and you should be good. So now if you print out 5 labels, that's it. Now you know how to adjust your printhead.